What's up, Maz here. Hope you're having a splendid day. So today is the second episode of installing the new wheels, which are the beautiful Desmond Regamaster Evo IIs in white. So these will be going on to my 30th anniversary 2019 Mazda MX5 ND2. I do have a video with an unboxing and talking a little bit about the history, the packaging, and the wheel itself and the design and so on. So I'll link it up above or down below and you can have a look for yourself. But today's video is then to get these installed on the car. Finally, we have tires mounted on them, and these are the Yokohama AO52s 215 R17s, and I've been running these tires for my previous set of wheels which I had, which was a Advan TC-4 setup. And I do really like these tires. They are great on the street and they are super great on the track. They grip right out of the box, so not much heating and so on is needed, but they do wear quickly, and also for that superhero lap they don't last that long, maybe 1 or 2 laps, then you need to take it cool. But this is a light car, so there is still some longevity in these tires. I have not driven them in wet, but from what I have been hearing on track, on damp surfaces, then these do work really well. But with standing water and so on, as these are more or less an arc compound tire, obviously the wet capabilities or driving in wet conditions is after what type of threads you have, and usually for these type of tires then it's not the best for standing water. And also what is new for today is then we will be installing Project Kics R40 lug nuts, and I really like for what I'm seeing. We'll get a closer look soon, but unfortunately these do then have red caps, which is not matching anything on the car. We'll see in the future if we can get these power coded, or if somebody can print orange ones in plastic for me, just to have a more coherent setup. So these are also new, and I'm looking forward to installing these as well. And as I mentioned in my previous video, if you do want to have a set of Regamasters here in Europe, there is a distributor here nowadays since 2022. Jeff, who is running Desmond Wheel UK EU, reach out to him if you're interested of getting a set of Regamasters for your car, then Evo 2s that are, maybe he can get the Evo, the OG ones as well. But give Jeff a ping. I'm not getting paid to say this, but he has been truly awesome. He is very service minded, so do reach out to him on Instagram as an example. I'll link to his site down below. But with that said, it is time to get these mounted on the car. And also, if you do like today's video, give it a big thumbs up, and also do remember to subscribe for future content. We have some installation. As you can see, we have some beautiful Alcantara from Zemex, and also a armrest as well, which will be installed on the car. And we have some tail lights. Actually, we have 3 pairs of tail lights, which we will try out on the car, so stay tuned. But with that said, let's get the car up in the air and get the wheels mounted. Before we get on with the installation, I just wanted to mention that I will use hub rings to make it a little bit easier when we are installing the wheels. That is not necessary as such, because the seating on the wheel is tapered then, and that would self-center, but it requires a little bit more work when installing the wheels on and off the car then, or when installing on the car. So I will be using these hub rings, which are 65.1 down to 54.1. So 54.1 is what the hub size is on the ND2, and the bore size on the wheels are 65, so it will be a tight fit, but I have test tried them and it worked well, so hopefully it will not be any issues. And then I just wanted to talk about these lug nuts which I will be using. I will have a separate video on these. So these are the Project Kics R40 Iconix lug nuts, and the seating here is freely spinning and it's detached, we could say, from the main body. And the main reason for that is when we are torquing this down, it will be more accurate, and also it will not damage the seating on the wheels again then, as this portion then rotates freely. So if I show you how my Mutekis look, and if you see where it's shiny here, once upon a time that was orange as well. Obviously the coating on these are not the best, but still, if the paint is gone here on the lug nut, then obviously if we would have had the painted surface on the wheel as well where these sit, that is also gone, because this would then be grinding on the paint. And one thing to mention then, with wheels that do have painted where the lug nuts sit. That in itself can make lug nuts to come loose, because the lug nut will then be clamping down on a painted surface which would flake, and then that can cause the lug nut to come loose in itself. So I just wanted to mention that. And also with the Iconix in the kit I got, we do have one locking nut per wheel as well, which is a great added security for a very brief time. If someone then decides to steal them, I don't think they will have any issues with regards to that. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? I think it turned out so nice. It is really in your face. It is obviously not in everybody's taste to first of all have an orange car, then on top of that have white wheels on a orange car, but I think it turned out the way I wanted. I wanted that JDM type of look. We will have some more things coming which will, in my opinion, complete the look. So we have the OEM sport side skirts, or whatever we want to call them, and also the front splitter that will come, so stay tuned for that. But I think this combination with the wheels and the orange car, it turned out just the way I wanted. And I have cheated a little bit, so I've already been out for a full day of driving with some enthusiasts, and I have to say I was not prepared how dirty my OCD is really kicking, how dirty white wheels do get after one day of driving. Then that was hard driving. So we have Carbotech XP12 and XP10 on the rear, so XP12 on the front, and those dust like crazy. And just going to the shop the first time I installed them, I think there was some brake dust all over the wheels, so they do not stay this white and shiny for that long. That's just something to keep in mind. And also I haven't coated these yet because I'm waiting for my custom orange stickers which will go on the rim. And also we will have a Desmond sticker and a sticker which says Evo, and I'm waiting to get those, and then we will coat the car, and that will make the maintenance, at least of the wheels, much simpler than not having anything on the wheels with regards to some protection then. And if we then have a talk about this feel of these wheels compared to the forged raised which I had just prior to installing these, and those I have the crappy Bridgestone 205/45 tires, so it's a very light setup. Those wheels weigh approximately the same as these do, but they're 17x7 ET45 and these are 17x8 ET38. And I did not feel any difference with regards to the steering feel. It was just as light and nimble. Again, then we were out for a full day of quite a bit of a high-speed driving and a lot of twisty roads, and I did not feel that the steering feel was any different compared to that setup, which is a great bonus. And also then we have 215/45 AO52 tires, which is a fantastic tire, and it's a quite expensive setup than having these wheels and that tire setup, but in my opinion my wallet doesn't agree, but I think it turned out really great from that aspect as well. Next, if we talk about the stands and the fitment, and they do sit really nicely, but in my opinion more form before function. A little bit of more poke would have been nice, or not poke but more outwards towards the fender, because we do run 2 1/4 camber on the front and 2 in the rear, and they are a little bit too tucked in my opinion, and I think a 5mm spacer would do wonders with regards to the look. At least I don't know about the feel, but from the looks perspective I think a 5mm spacer would be really nice. But I do think if I go down that route I need to have longer studs. I'm not sure if I want to go that route, but we will see. And while we are on the fitment, I just wanted to talk about brake clearance. So it is an ample amount of clearance between the caliper and the spokes and also the hub of the wheel. So running the Brembo specifically on the ND, it's a little bit picky on which tires or wheels that do fit the Brembo brakes then, but this has ample amount of clearance, and I think even aftermarket big brake kits should not be an issue. But obviously if you want to go that route and also in combination with these wheels, you need to be sure that it will fit. But with regards to the Brembos, it is plenty amount of clearance here. Next, as we talked about, then we have been installing the Project Kics Iconix R40 wheel lug nuts, and I have nothing specific to say about them with regards to the function. They held up again on the days of driving that I did, and no issues as such. But I do think the caps that we have on these do not match the color combination we have on the car at all. It might match this red dot we have on the tire, but nothing else. So we will see what we will do with those caps, which are more suited for the Soul Red MX5 ND, if you know what color that is, and it's not matching the orange at all. So we will see if I will power coat them in orange or if I will just do plastic dip on the top of them so they do blend in better with the color combination we have on the car then. So that is that with regards to the wheel lug nuts. And also then, can I say this, the wheels might look a little too plain, is that correct? Don't get me wrong, but I think the stickers will really set these off. So once we get those custom stickers that we have that are in orange, that will go on the rim, and also the Evo lettering and also the Desmond, I think that will contrast the wheels really well, and I think that part is missing now, and we will have those stickers mounted, and then we will coat the wheels then, and we will take it from there. But I think having the stickers will do quite a bit with regards to the appearance of how they sit and look on the car. So yeah, that is about it, and I think again then this is a håll käften kombination, as we say in Sweden, so it means it's quite a bit much in your face, but I really do like it. What do you think? Leave your comments in the comment sections below, and we'll see what you think of this combination then. And hopefully the B-rolls come out somewhat good. It is a little bit or too much sunlight at the moment, but it's the best I can do. I'm home alone, so I have as much as time as I need with regards to filming, so please bear with me. If you did like today's video, give it a big thumbs up, and also do remember to subscribe for future content. We have some appearance things coming, side skirts, front splitter. I have a video on the Öhlins installation, the lug nuts. We have rear tail lights, interior modifications, car detailing, tech reviews, car related, and so on. So with that said, I'll be seeing you on the next one.